My name is Sheldon, and this is Convo with the Head. Now, on this episode, I have the CEO of Translight Solar here with me, and we are going to have a conversation about solar generation in this country. He set up a solar company, and yes, we need to talk about some of these things. Entertainment issues, sometimes business. So yes, I have here with the CEO of Translight Solar, Mr. Kwadwo Nyante. Boss, how far?
Oh, Kwadwo, I'm very happy to be here today. At least for a few minutes, I can feel like a celebrity since this platform is normally occupied by celebrities. Thank you very much for the invitation.
Okay. So I would like to know about your professional background before we even talk about what we are here to talk about. I would like to know about your professional background.
Thank you very much for the interest.
Yeah.
So let's step back a little bit. I studied building technology at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
Okay.
And from there, right after national service, I had the opportunity of moving to the United States to begin a career in information technology.
Okay.
So I started programming back in the late 1990s, and then migrated later on to networking around the middle to early 2000s. And after that, I specialized on the Cisco platform, Cisco networking platform in information technology.
Okay.
And that experience helped me to conceptualize this process of managing thousands of devices from one single data center. Because in networking, say you work for a company like MTN, you manage their routers and switches, and you monitor all the devices from one data center.
Okay.
So through that experience, I earned the highest certification in networking. That is the CCIE, the Cisco Certified Information Internet Expert. After that, I migrated to Ghana to serve my country. And I wanted to do something new, something that will actually help the whole of Africa. And that is how I started Translight Solar Limited in 2014. So the mission from the beginning was to make sure that we are reducing the cost of electricity and maintaining constant power. That is no doomsday. That is why we started Translight Solar. And I'm sure as the interview progresses, we would have the opportunity of discussing into details what solar energy does. But it has been a tremendous career since 2014, working on Translight Solar Limited.
Yeah, so basically you transition from an IT person to solar. How was the transition like? Like that you basically didn't have any background in solar stuff and all those things, but you transition from the IT stuff to this. How was the transition like?
It was actually smooth.
Okay.
The IT career makes you very inquisitive,
okay,
and puts you on the edge of learning something new all the time. I mean, think about the fact that even from the beginning, from building technology into information technology, I had to learn everything, from scratch in the IT field. So moving into solar energy was quite smooth. And the idea of making sure that a home can power all appliances just from generating energy from the rooftop made me so inquisitive that, Charlie, I was learning the thing day and night. I was just eating this solar thing up.
Okay. So briefly, you go fit tell me like what Translight Solar is all about.
Oh, thank you very much for that question. So Translight Solar is about installing thousands and thousands of solar systems, starting from Ghana and even across Africa, all monitored from a single data center. So think about it. Years ago, we had the opportunity of using electricity by generating electricity from Akosombo or from a thermal plant in Takoradi, right? And then we use the grid to transfer the electricity to homes. Now, with clean energy, you can now generate the electricity right from the rooftop, and then use it right at the location, right? That means that we can now install thousands and thousands of solar systems, monitor it from a single data center, and make sure that we have engineers on motorbikes who can instantly fix any issue that goes wrong with the solar system.
Okay.
Now, we have started this process already. We have already done about over 2,000 solar installations, both for residential market and also for customers like Rockstairs, Dan Adams, for a number of Kotoka International Airport. We've done a number of very, very important installations. And then the next stage is to make sure that we are actually even assembling or developing some of the solar components right here in Ghana, so that we can make sure that the systems that we install can last for more than 20 years.
Okay. So for someone like me, I have limited knowledge about how the solar stuff they work. Can you briefly just explain to me how the thing works, like the solar system?
This is exciting.
Yeah.
So solar is made up of three main components.
Okay.
You have the solar panels that is on the roof. Then you have a device called an inverter, which sits inside, which is installed inside the house. And then you have the battery system. Now, when the sun comes up, the solar panels is able to generate what we call direct current, or electricity, which we call direct current, right? DC current. And then it goes into the inverter, which converts it into the AC current. And immediately, all the appliances that are connected to the inverter powers the appliances are powered by the electricity generated from the inverter. Now, the energy which is not used, the electricity which is not used, is stored in the batteries.
Okay.
Now, previously, we used to use lead acid batteries, but now we use lithium batteries. Lithium is the same as the component that is in your cell phone, is the same as the battery that is the same, similar to the battery that is in your laptop. So that battery is able to last for 10, 15 years. So solar is now extremely reliable. Now, so since we started 2014, what has changed, especially starting last year, is the fact that the inverters we use now powers your appliances immediately, which means that you don't use electricity from ECG or from the grid when you install solar. And then in the evening also, and that is how you save. In the evening also, the balance of energy that is stored in the battery is what the system uses to power your fridge, your TV, your lights, and all the appliances in the house. And so you don't pay for electricity. So the savings is tremendous when you install solar systems.
But so we are talking about equipment and all those things. Does it require frequent maintenance? As in, you are supposed to make sure, say, all the equipment involved, it's been taken care of. You are supposed to, let's say, grease this one. I mean, I don't know, but does it require frequent maintenance?
These are electronic systems. So think of them as buying like a TV.
Okay.
You really don't have to maintain a TV. But the thing that has to be taken care of is that every now and then the solar panels, especially in the dry season, you have the dust settling on the solar panels. So we just have to power wash them. You can either call Translight to power wash them, or if you know how to do it yourself, you can easily learn how to power wash them. That is the main maintenance that is required. But we also encourage homeowners to put us on a routine annual basis for us to be able to check just the terminals and in the solar and the connections in the whole setup. And so that way you don't have any issues with the system for the next 15, 20 years. Imagine installing a system where you don't pay for electricity for the next 20 years and requiring less maintenance. Most importantly, now compare that system to a genset. When you install a genset, first you have to buy fuel. With solar, you don't buy fuel. Gensets are noisy. And then you cannot keep the genset on all the time. You go and turn on the genset when, let's say, there is like a power outage, right? With solar, as soon as the sun comes up, the system takes over, the inverter takes over, and there is no need for much maintenance like you would do with a genset, and then the system automatically powers all your appliances. Okay,
so comparatively with the power we get from ECG and the one that we get from the solar, which one is affordable?
Several advantages. Number one, not only, first of all, solar, when you install solar, the system pays for itself for within the next 3 to 4 years. A lot of people say that solar is expensive, but the savings is so much that it's so great that the system pays for itself within the next 3 to 4 years, right? And then secondly, when you have ECG, you have to deal with a price increase every year because the price of fuel is going to keep going up. With the solar system, it's a one-time payment. Once it's paid for, you don't have to worry about the price of the solar going up. But here is even a more important comparison that we always forget. Charlie, you know how many times your system blows with ECG? When there is doomsday, right, and then the power comes back on, sometimes the voltage that is coming into the house is higher, and it can blow your TV, it can blow even your light bulbs. I mean, I don't want to damage ECG, so I won't even go into causing fire and all that stuff, right? Yeah. So, but solar, the energy that is coming is smooth frequency. So it is clean energy. And so you don't, comparatively, you have more savings and it's clean energy.
Okay. So let's get back to Translight Solar. Since coming into the market, what has been your proudest milestone? Like what have been your impact in the market that you operate?
Oh, Kwadwo Sheldon is several of them.
Okay.
So first, back in 2016, 2017, we were selected into a very prestigious program called the Ghana Climate Innovation Center Program. Okay. And it is about making sure that we can hone in our skills in our business model and making sure that the company is investment ready. That is, an investor can come in and invest money into the company. That was a very proud moment. And then also we won in 2017, we won in the Ghana Energy Awards, we won the most innovative company in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
Now we consider ourselves a knowledge company and an innovative company. So for being recognized, for it was a very proud moment for us. Then there is also another competition, which is the Private Fund Advisory Network. It takes in about 500 companies across West Africa, and then we go through a competition of which company is most efficient and most innovative. We came out in the top 5 across the whole of West Africa. Okay. The final competition was in Ivory Coast, and that was also another proud moment. We even this year, we have been nominated for 5 categories in the Ghana Energy Awards. And actually, I'm on standby, nominated for the most efficient CEO in the energy sector. Hoping it goes well. We'll know the results on November 19th, November 18th. But we're very, very proud of how far we've come in this field.
So yes, more accolades and all, but as a company, how this energy issue that we have, it's not even something peculiar to Ghana. It's happening across all over the place. But as a company, how are you working towards a more greener and sustainable energy solution? Because obviously, when you travel to other countries, they have systems like that in place and all those things. You are in that space. How, as a company, are you contributing to a more greener and sustainable energy solution in this country?
This is a very, very important question, and that is what sets Translight Solar Limited apart. From day one, our mission has been to come out or define solutions that can actually help to remove all to eliminate or reduce all the energy challenges that we have in Africa. That solution requires innovation in technology. It requires innovation in even the sales platform. It requires innovation in finance and innovation in marketing. And that has been some of our strongest achievements. So, Kwadwo, the way we approach it is to remove first the upfront barrier for buying solar. So we have created an innovative platform that will help the financial institutions to lend to customers or clients so that they can now pay solar on a monthly basis. What the platform will also do is not only manage your system remotely to make sure that your system is up 24/7, something that ECG doesn't do, but
ECG catching straight bullet. Let's go.
But it makes sure that you can actually save on the cost of electricity. It is smart enough to know that at this particular time, this appliance should be powered by solar energy and that kind of stuff. Now, the other thing that we're doing to help with making the whole climate green is to make sure that we are defining solutions for rural areas in Africa.
Okay.
So we've started by installing mini grids.
Okay.
These are places that do not have electricity at all.
Okay.
Or it is even very difficult for ECG to go there.
Okay.
So for instance, if you have places in Afram Plains, places in very, very remote areas, it is very difficult for the electricity cable to be run there. But insofar as you get solar equipment there, we have installed solar 5 systems where the whole village is powered by solar.
Okay.
The other thing we're doing is that we are making sure that they use solar energy to purify their water.
Okay.
For food processing.
How is that possible?
So once you are generating electricity from the solar system, from the solar panels, the inverter and batteries, like I described, it is electricity. So the next thing is to install water purification system, and then the electricity is used to power the water purification system.
So the solar, it do a lot of things.
It do everything. Even Nika. In those areas, we connect the electric Nika, corn mill, right, to the solar system, and then it powers it. Actually, one thing that we're going to do very soon, eventually, is to use the lithium-ion batteries to power cars. Those are what we call the electric cars. The electric vehicles in Ghana. So imagine that you have these remote villages and they can actually charge their tricycle with electricity because it uses a lithium-ion battery motorized.
Instead of the fuel.
Making noise, causing more maintenance, and polluting the atmosphere. Actually, that is one thing that we don't often talk about when we talk about solar energy. Kwadwo, what is happening is that the fossil fuel that we use for powering our homes and then also our cars always generates carbon dioxide and then carbon monoxide. Now, the carbon monoxide has created this layer around the earth. That is when people talk about global warming, right? And so the sun rays that comes in, the heat that is generated is trapped around the earth. And what it is doing is that it is melting ice and therefore causing us sea level to rise. Okay. It also causes, as the sun rotates, it also causes climate change. So you hear all this noise about climate change. It is something that we need to take seriously. If we don't stop global warming by migrating to renewable energy, within the next 30 years, the sea levels will rise so much that we are not even sure of the kind of weather that we're going to have. When I was growing up, we had a clear Harmattan period, and then we also had a clear period for the rain. Now, you have it all mixed up. November and December, we're having rains, nothing is clear cut. So it is important that we go through this period of making sure that we are transitioning to clean energy. So what the advantages of solar energy even increases more. Number one, you save on the cost of electricity, which can be as high as 70%. Number two, we are able to reach very remote areas with the solar systems, which sometimes ECG is not even able to reach. Number four, we're helping with mitigating climate change by reducing electricity production, which generates carbon monoxide or the carbon footprint. And then also, guess what? The best one is no more doom so. There is no power outage in your home when you install a solar system.
Yeah, but you need sun to do this, right? What if the sun is not there?
So that's the advantage of having the lithium-ion batteries.
Okay.
So reserve energy is stored in the batteries. So when you have cloudy days, or when in the night, or when there's doomsday, then the battery kicks in immediately. So there's no, and the inverter does that seamlessly. So you don't have to do anything. The inverter will take care of all the programming for you.
Okay. So as a company, what are some of the innovative ongoing projects that you are undertaking?
The key among them is what I described earlier. That's the number one thing that we are very proud of. Essentially, Ghanaians will see it as a digitization. And that is to say that
Charles to Baumia.
That's right. That's right. And that is to say that we have created a platform that allows customers to pay for solar systems on a monthly basis. And we remotely manage the solar system so that when you don't make the monthly payments, it can be turned off. But hopefully, once you are getting free electricity, we know that you're going to make the monthly payments. So there's not going to be anything, any shut off from our data center. The other thing that we are proud of the most is as we are going to start assembling some of the solar components right here in Ghana. And the advantage that it does for us, and this is another great innovation that we're working on, is to optimize the solar system so high, that is, for the same amount of roof space or for the same amount of solar energy installed, you are generating the most that you can get from the system. And then we reduce consumption. So the consumption is, make sure that you're using a smart refrigerator, a smart air condition. There are air conditioners that use very little energy and gives you the same cooling, right? And then also the best of it is that one of our engineers is developing a smart way of using our software to manage the use of energy automatically in the home. It's going to is what we call a smart home, right? And so by three things: number one, increasing the amount of energy that is generated from the solar system. Number two, reducing the consumption, right? That is for the same fridge, a smart fridge uses less energy. And then three, having software based upon artificial intelligence to actually manage the use of energy in the home. You hardly need the grid. And that is a system that when you ask what is our contribution to climate change or making the economy green, you can now take this to all the other African countries who do not currently have electricity. And that is, in my opinion, that is actually the next generation of electricity grid. That is the next generation of electricity grid is local distributed energy systems, all managed from a data center.
So currently you are based in Ghana, right?
Yes, we are based in Accra, of course, Ghana, and I'm proud as a Ghanaian to be working with such an amazing team doing this kind of work, right? And hopefully, once we are able to get to the next stage of having operationalized our most optimized systems, we'll be going to the whole of West Africa. But the best time to get solar is now, because what our software will do eventually is automatically upgrade all the existing systems to the most advanced level that we have now.
So guys, right now I change my mind. Me person me doom so into me kwa solar ni. Yes, if you see say 247, the system is working in my house. It's because of Translight.
It's because of Translight. So.
But what are your last words that you would like to share with my?
Thank you very much, Kwadwo, for inviting me to your amazing studio. I've enjoyed the conversation with you.
Thank you.
And I know that this has been very helpful to clear the doubts in the minds of people who have not migrated to solar energy yet. Some of the questions that we get are, number one, people say solar is not reliable. No, the solar technology is very, very advanced. We use hybrid inverters that are advanced and they don't give you any more problems. When back in 2014, 2015, when solar started getting popular because of Doomsaw, we had some, people import some of the Chinese products which were not very good.
Okay.
And it kind of gave solar, that kind of time.
Yeah.
Solar is extremely reliable. One of the issues that we had the most was with the lead acid batteries. When you discharge them completely, they do not last long, right?
Okay.
And so now we have migrated to the lithium ion batteries, which do not think of them as electronic batteries. They do not give you that kind of problem.
But are they environmentally friendly, those lithium batteries?
Lithium is, you can recycle lithium.
Okay.
And so they are not products that after use, which is after 10 years, after 15 years, would become an environmentally, hazardous program.
Okay, no problem.
Now, because we have migrated to lithium-ion batteries, you do not have the problem of the batteries, getting damaged.
Okay.
Another question that we used to get often, as part of my final words, another question that we used to get often is that solar is expensive. No. Solar pays for itself.
So that part is very important because Ghana we want affordable stuff. Comparatively, if I want to engage your service,
yes,
as a solar company to
that's right,
basically transform my house to a solar generated destination, it's comparatively to ECG, it's affordable.
It is very affordable. All our prices are listed on our website.
Okay.
Translightsolar.com. And so all our prices are listed on our website.
Okay.
But here's the way to explain it.
Okay.
Let's say you pay about more than 500 Ghana cedis a month on electricity.
Okay.
Let's say you pay about 1,000 Ghana cedis. After solar installation, your electricity bill reduces to 100 Ghana cedis a month. So every month you save 900 Ghana cedis. So let's say you bought solar for about 30,000 Ghana cedis.
So
right?
Purchasing the thing is the expensive part, right?
The upfront cost is what people are talking about.
Yeah, but once you are done,
once you have paid for the system, let's say you have paid, 30,000, which means that within the next 2, 3, 4 years, the system is paid off.
Okay.
Now, the solar panels will last up to 25 years.
Okay.
Right? And the lithium-ion batteries will last up to 15 years. The inverter will also last up to 15 years.
Okay.
So for the next 15 years, after paying off the system, and let's say getting your money back in 3 years, the rest is all savings.
Okay.
So the best time to buy solar is even when you have children. And make sure that you are saving towards
their school fees.
All
right.
And that is the advantage of solar. Visit us at translightsolarlimited.com. And all our telephone numbers is right here on the screen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Do you have offices that people can visit?
Yes, our office is located very close to American House in East Legon.
Okay.
It is between AH Hotel and ARS Roundabout on the Boundary Road.
Okay.
And it is easy to locate us at 98 Boundary Road in East Legon.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so guys, we are all going solar, and yes, as I said, the number is on the screen. The website, I will drop the link in the description. Whatever information that you need to know about solar and solar generation, you just contact them, and everything will be sorted for you. Me right now, yes, I did go get my own course.
And you get it at a deep discount.
Yes, me buck out, me blow, me. So I like to eat full pass. But when I get, because the sun for a year. Every day, sun, we are not using the sun for anything. Time to transform it. My name is Coach Sheldon. This has been another episode of Convo with the Head. Yes, my pawn.